President-elect Donald Trump tweeting about expanding the nation's nuclear capabilities. Here to clarify what this means, we have the President-elect's newly announced White House Press Secretary, Sean Spicer. Sean, congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's
Great
quite an honor.
to have you here.
Thank you.
Are you excited about taking on the press?
I wouldn't say I'm going to take them on. I'm going to help communicate the President-elect's message and agenda. It is an awesome responsibility. It's an honor to join this group of individuals that have served the country in this way. So it is truly humbling to realize once he called and congratulated me, to realize that it's real, and the responsibility of communicating to the American people his agenda is an awesome one that should not be taken lightly.
Indeed. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Let's talk, since you will be the chief interpreter of what the president means, let's do it.
Sure.
Let's talk about what he meant with this tweet that is getting so much attention about the nuclear arsenal. Mr. Trump tweeted out, "The United States must greatly strengthen and expand its nuclear capability until such time as the world comes to its senses regarding nukes." What does that mean, strengthen and expand?
It means that there are countries around the globe right now that are talking about increasing their nuclear capacity. And the United States is not going to sit back and allow that to happen without acting in kind. And I think the President-elect is very clear that he is going to be very active in putting America's security first and foremost. And if another country wants to threaten our sovereignty or our safety, he will act.
Are you talking about Russia?
I'm talking about Russia, other countries. It's not just about one country. It's any country.
But
Look,
Russia is the one. I just want to make people
Russia is one that has
just talked about this. He said Russia needs to enhance the combat capability of strategic nuclear forces, primarily by strengthening missile complexes that will be guaranteed to penetrate existing and future missile defense systems. Is that what?
That is one of several. No. There are several countries in the last couple of weeks that have talked about it, Russia being one of them. But the bottom line is this. The President is going to put our nation's security and safety first. And he's not going to worry about how it's, he's going to do it. And that's what every American should understand, that he's not going to be a passive president. He's going to be active and make sure that our safety is number one. I
understand. But that's different than expanding our nuclear arsenal.
If another country expands theirs, the United States will act in kind.
So,
But I will tell you this, but I do believe that it won't happen, because I think what they have seen domestically and internationally is this is a man of action. Yesterday he put out a statement earlier in the morning talking about the resolution that was coming forward in the UN Security Council, and the Egyptians and the Israelis called him afterwards. It got taken down. He's a man of action that is getting things done for this nation.
Do you think that it's appropriate for him to be doing these things before he is inaugurated? We only have one president at a time.
We do, and we respect that, and I think President Obama and his team have been unbelievably gracious. President-elect and his team, but at the end of the day, he's not someone that's going to sit back and wait.
Understood, but with the UN resolution, shouldn't the President of the United States be dealing with
that? But again, his point was Israel is our closest ally in the Middle East. It is something that we should protect, and he wanted to make it very clear that anything that undermined Israel, which is a great friend of the United States, he was going to make sure his voice was heard.
Okay,
and it worked. But look, so what is the hit? That he's been unbelievably successful so far as a president-elect?
No, that he's eclipsing the current president, and we only have one president.
We do, but if the president-elect wants to get things done, he's going to get things done.
So you were on a different morning show before us. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
And there was a phone call that came in from Mr. Trump, and as we understand it, you put the host on the phone, or she took a phone call from the president-elect, and as she reported it, he said to her, "Let it be an arms race in terms of building up our nuclear capabilities with, I guess, against Russia. Let it be an arms race, because we will outmatch them at every pass and outlast them all." What does let it be an arms race mean?
Well, I think it goes back to what I just said with respect to the tweet that he put out. He is going to do what it takes to protect this country. And if another country or countries want to threaten our safety or our sovereignty, he's going to do what it takes.
Sure, but he's not waiting until another country threatens us. He's making these proclamations.
He's making it very clear. No, right, but he's making it very clear that other countries and other companies, you've seen with Carrier and other, he's going to make it clear that he will be an active president that will get things done.
Meaning he will use nuclear weapons if need be.
He will not take anything off the table. What it means is that he's not going to sit back and let another country act. He needs to send a clear and concise message, which he's done, that he is going to be a president that defends America's interests and defends the American people.
So you don't see these words as any sort of escalation?
No, absolutely not. It is him articulating how he is going to be as president.
You know, we've been cautioned and warned through the election not to take him literally. Remember all of that? That we in the media took him too literally? When are we supposed to take him literally?
Well, I don't know that I would agree with that. I think you do take him literally.
So we take every tweet that he sends out, we are supposed to take those words literally.
Sure.
He speaks very race is literal.
But that wasn't but that was a private conversation.
Okay.
I was not privy to that. But I think the point being is that he is somebody who gets things done. In the case of Carrier, he sent a tweet out, he saved 1,000 jobs. In the case of the F-35, the heads of Boeing and Lockheed came. They're promising to bring that program down by $1 billion. In the case of Air Force One, the CEO of Boeing says that he's going to get under $4 billion. Yesterday at the UN, the resolution was gone. I mean, people are taking him literally, and he's getting results.
Well, sort of. I mean, as you know.
No, not sort of. He's getting results.
He wants to expand libel laws. Maybe he'll put more journalists in jail. Are we taking that literally or seriously?
I think that he fully respects the First Amendment, that there's a big difference.
This is my point. When do we know when to take him literally? He does say some things sometimes designed just for effect, it sounds like.
And he gets results.
Yeah? So are we expanding libel laws?
No, but I think in that case, it wasn't that he made it very clear that there are certain things that have to be done to make sure that the truth is taken, that you can't just have impunity to say whatever you want and not have any consequences. So again, there's nothing wrong with what he is saying at all.
Unless you don't like the truth.
No, but he's not. There's a difference. There's laws. So getting things passed and done through the legal process is not some sort of nefarious thing. That's how our country works.
So every tweet, you are telling us from now on with U.S. Press Secretary that we are to be able to take those words literally.
Of course you can. If they're from him, I don't know what else you would take them as.
Okay. Sean, we look forward to working with you.
I look forward to seeing you.
It's going to be a very interesting next few years. Thanks so much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well. Great to have you.